I think that it's really important to change the conversation of porn because, like anything that's addictive, it is really affecting our society on both what we call a micro and a macro level. It affects individuals, it affects families, it affects teens. And so we have an issue. And the only way for us to start to deal with that issue, and we say this in the therapeutic world, is to name it is to tame it and to try to get some real education and real knowledge about it so we can start to deal with it at its root cause and how to help people. So when people talk about how do people get addicted to porn, if everybody who watches porn, are they going to be addicted? That's really kind of saying that everybody who goes to the bar and has a drink is therefore an alcoholic. And that's not true. The difference between addiction, compulsion, obsession is addiction hits the reward system. And it is a process or a disease process where the reward system goes completely into overdrive. Addiction is very linked to obsessive compulsive disorder. It's an obsessive thought that leads to a compulsive behavior. Pornography is part of sexual addiction. It is one of the behaviors that people that have hypersexuality or compulsive sexual behavior use. And we know that the brain, the addictive brain, craves one thing more than anything else. And you know what that is? It craves novelty. So if you can get on the internet and there is always another person and always more people and always it's new. So that new experience in pornography is constantly going to be feeding the brain that what it craves the most, which is that newness, and the dopamine just boom. Many people, like many people with addiction, kind of start their porn consumption when they're adolescents. I've had people that I've worked with who started as young as 10. And as addiction goes, it doesn't become enough. The brain still wants something more. I think the issue, quite frankly, is we have a hard time understanding that the porn is the drug. Overcoming an addiction, so anybody who has ever entered recovery in any way, we know that it's not curable, but we know it's manageable. And we know it's manageable one day at a time. How can one overcome? One gets honest, one accepts that one has this disease process. I'm a big fan of whatever you need, rehab, inpatient, outpatient, intensive outpatient, however you need to make that work. We just replace the addiction with a proverbial toolbox that has a tremendous amount of healing tools in it. And one day at a time. It's just an honest, tough. It's not easy, right? And it is doable, definitely.